Hi everybody. I hope we're all feeling a lot better now that we're coming down and into the rest stage of the event, as they call it. I didn't even know that existed until a little later on. Hi Kelly. I got my messy bun hair on today. Messy hair and don't care. Hi guys. So is everybody starting to feel maybe a little bit better since this last surge of energy? I'm starting to feel a lot more relaxed, more peaceful, wanting to rest more. I just feel a lot better. I'm sleeping a lot better. Hi. So basically for 3 weeks leading up to, I wasn't sleeping too good. I had like just a buzz of energy, and it was just keeping me up every night. And so now it's just wonderful that I'm sleeping. Oh, we take the good things for so granted, don't we? Hi, Irma. So the interesting thing about coming into today's Sunday Fun Day is God didn't want me to, or light and love, source, universal oneness, the creator, whichever you would like to say, didn't want me to really think about it. I was like, okay. So it was kind of like thrown into the wind. I've got like 3 points on my little notepad here, and we'll see if, when we touch base on that. One thing I wanted to mention before we get going is during this session, we're going to do a Q&A. I'm going to try and keep it at about an hour. And those who have not asked a question, I would love for them to step forward and be able to do so. So those of you who have always been able to get your questions answered, please just step back and allow those who haven't to come forward with their questions for channel guidance. That would be super appreciated. And then that way, everybody has an opportunity to have their questions answered. Boy, I just feel super zen. Okay, so I'm just gonna follow the energy here with me of light and love that would like to converse and touch base. And I am going to just see where this takes me, because even I really don't know. So it's going to be a little bit of a surprise for us all. Okay, so the first thing, everybody's talking about this wave. And depending on, I suppose, who is getting the information about this wave is what they're meant to mention. As a channeler, I call channeler, other people might say medium, but we can all do this. This isn't something I can do that anybody else can't do. We can all do this. From what I'm being shown repeatedly this week is this big wall of a wave of energy coming. And I keep seeing it, and the angels keep showing it to me. God's showing it to me now. And so what that is, I said, well, what is that? I had an idea, because it could be many things. It could be, a whole bunch of energy on the other side that would like to converse through me for others. But what I'm being shown is that this wall of energy coming is a large portion of the population on the earth right now is still unawake. Some aren't going to awaken, and that's okay. And then you have the ones that are about to awaken, and that's a huge amount of beings of light and love, souls, people here on the earth plane. So when I get shown this big wave, the reason why I'm looking here is because I'm seeing it. This is where I'm being shown it. It's like the size of my wall, and it's coming at me. It's coming my way. It's coming all of our way. because when these individuals begin to awaken, they're going to have a lot of questions. And if we think about how many light workers are awakened, some of them are just, getting their feet on the ground, just starting out with what is happening. And they're asking a lot of questions. And that's why I love this group, because it is so filled with light and love. And I'm so proud of this group, guys. Like, I'm so proud. It's just so wonderful. It's the best. It's not just the best for all of you, it's the best for me too. And so when all of these individuals begin awakening, they're going to be looking and turning to those who can help them by way of locating light workers who are channeling, and they are going to be having their YouTube channels, they're going to be having their websites, and they're going to be having their Facebook groups, and they're going to have their Facebook personal pages and Twitter and online. They are going to be focused to find the answers through light workers. And what I'm being told is that there aren't enough of us to help as many as what is going to come my way, our way, I should say. So I look back at the last 4 months and just this desire in me to help people get channeling, and it makes sense. Now, of course, I'm only one person, energy-wise, time-wise. So what I try to do is I try to get as many people up on their feet to get them running, because soon we're all going to be flying. And flying, what do I mean by that? We're all going to be taking off, taking flight, meaning we're going to be communicating with our team of angels. And we're going to be chatting with them, and they're going to be chatting to you. If I were to say how many times the angels chat with me in a day, I'd say about 25. And that doesn't include, ascended masters and whomever else would like to come on by and have a word with me. If I'm chatting with somebody and it's an opportunity for a deceased loved one to come through to chat with that person, then I'm sending that little message to that person. So I'm multitasking. Let's put it that way. Okay, so God's saying now that we've discussed what's coming our way as light workers, it's even more important that we band together as a support system to support one another. Is more important now than ever. And God's going to help us do this. And so God now wants to discuss the event that just occurred. God finds it amusing that we're calling it the event, because there's going to be many more to come. So there is going to be, from what I'm hearing, 3 more this year, and a possibility of a 4th. And that all depends on how much we can take physically. Sorry, my nose is running. My apologies. So it depends on how much we can take, and then we'll know if it's going to be 3 or 4. And there's much yet to come. God is saying we're going to be anchoring the light as we are each month, and then as we move forward throughout this year, we will have, God is calling it a surge of God's energy enveloping the globe and all of the inhabitants here. And that will be happening 3, possibly 4 more times. Okay. God's saying it's so important that if you feel like you have ascension symptoms that are really bothering you, anxiety, heart palpitations, irritation, moodiness, depression, God says, you know the list. Oh, do I ever? Waves of nausea that come and go. You might get lightheaded and spacey and you don't know why it's happening. So in those moments, that's the moment where you ask in your mind. You can talk to God. You can talk to your angels. You can talk to your higher self. Whoever you feel comfortable talking to, it doesn't matter. So if you would like to just talk to your higher self, your soul, and say, listen, these ascension symptoms are a bit much. I'm getting a little lightheaded. I'm getting pressure in my head. I'm getting chronic headaches. The pain is coming into my neck. And you need to have a word, because it's a two-way street. And so what will happen is the angels, from what God's showing me right now, will shield you a bit so that you're not going to take the brunt of it. Because God's saying right now, we're going through something monumental right now. Our bodies are housing extreme amounts of light. And some bodies and some individuals have made the room, the space, in order to house the light more than another. What does God mean by making room to house the space? Making room within one's body, creating that space to house the light. It means releasing that which is no longer needed in your life. That which is no longer serving your highest and best good. And what is that? What is that? That is low vibrational thinking or thoughts, unhealthy low vibrational diet, consuming large quantities of foods that you know are toxic and not good for you, consuming alcohol. We could go down a list of different drugs, substances that are no longer going to serve you any longer. Because as you house more and more light, meat is another one, you will lose the taste or the desire to put these substances and foods into your bodies. And so, depending on where you are in your personal journey, is dependent on how much light you're going to be housing into your body. If you are a person that's like, whatever, I'm going to go out and do whatever I want and I'm going to live it up, but you have this nudging that you're awakening, but you keep consuming these foods and drinking these substances, and you keep having these same old tape pattern of low vibrational thinking, the ascension process might go a little bit slower because you aren't capable of anchoring as much light. But that's okay, God says, because one way or another, we're all going on the same path. We're just, some are going to take a little bit longer than others. And God's okay with that. Okay, God would like to switch gears now and speak about this rest period that's going to come. So the event peaked and then it dropped, and now we're going to go into a rest period. And that will be lasting into the first week of April. I'm seeing like the 5th. I'm getting this. So around the 5th. And so it's just really important to rest and relax and take it easy. And if you find that the ascension symptoms are bothersome, please make the request to ask for help mentally or out loud to have these ascension symptoms relieved. The other way, of course, God says, in order to relieve those ascension symptoms, is to go outside into nature. God's saying, many of my children do not go outside anymore. Not nearly enough. It's more important to sit at home in front of the television. So please go outside. I go out in the evenings and I just lean up against my tree. You know what my tree is saying to me? Because my tree has consciousness. And so when I walk up to the tree, I can hear the tree even beckoning me outside. When I'm like, oh boy, I really need to ground. I can hear well, come on outside then. I'm like, okay. And I go out there and, it makes me feel like my tree is really sending me a lot of love, but also my tree is giving me encouragement and a humor. So I remember the last time my tree said, "All right, Kristen, now you go on and save the world now." I'm like, well, that's not too much to put on my shoulders or anything. I'm like, I'm one of many. And then the tree's laughing. And then I can hear him, feel him like laugh, like just joyous. And then as I was walking away, the tree is like, "Okay, I'll see you later, my young Padawan." Like from Star Wars. Oh God. And then so I'm laughing my head off all the way home. My little young Padawan. Because if you think about it, that tree's probably been there for, I don't know, probably 200 years at least. I probably am a young little Padawan in comparison. So, yes, God would like me to go through the ways of grounding. Rose quartz on your lap, near your root chakra, to open it and anchor it to the earth. Being out in nature, leaning on a tree. If you don't want to see people, you like go out in front of people, have your phone with you if you want, and pretend like you're looking at your phone while you're leaning on the tree for 2 to 5 minutes. You don't really actually need probably more than 3 minutes. The tree will send waves of its energy down your body, and you'll feel it, and you may even feel a little lightheaded, and it's just clearing and transmuting. Of course, Rebecca's tapping, and a lot of the other information that Rebecca has done and Lahona has done is in the videos section. It's wonderful. There are so many ways to ground, and so you see which one works best for you. Oh, a nice bath with Epsom salts, that's huge. God is asking, please ground yourselves for at least 30 minutes every day. As things start picking up, we really want to make sure we're grounding. And if we feel ascension symptoms like lightheadedness or fogginess or anything, you're asking your team. And whether you believe you have a team or not is irrelevant. Just the asking part is what's important, because they don't want you to sit there and suffer. And I don't want to sit there and suffer either. So I'm like, ask away. Ask and ye shall receive. Ask and ye shall receive. That's clearly not my type of wording, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay. So we're shifting gears into channeling. Yes. One cannot, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying it's difficult to go and channel guidance when your mind is all over the place. And you're thinking all the time, and you have that old tape pattern where you're overanalyzing things and you're fearful about things that really even doesn't even make any sense. And you're fearful and worry. You have a lot of fear and worry about certain things in your life. Soon as that comes up, that is going to be your indicator to hand that off to your team of angels. And whether you believe is secondary. So you're just going to hand it off. Here's another worry. Here's another fear about this. Here's this. Here's that. And you're handing it off. Aim for 20 times a day. Make that a goal to hand off these things 20 times a day. And then one day, after around 2 weeks, you'll go, I just don't have that much to hand off anymore because my mind is free. Free. Way more free than it once was. Meditation twice a day is what I'm hearing is wonderful. Yes. We are not the chatter in our minds. That's not who we are. Who we are is the still observer of our thoughts. And if you guys think that I have got that all entirely figured out 100% of the time. No way, Jose. But I definitely would have to say that I'm getting better and better. And I'm proud of myself for tuning in and listening to the guidance and following through with it. I don't have a choice. They talk to me 20 times a day, right? So it's like, yeah, you want to ignore us? Okay, well, here we go. All in loving. All loving. But it's just a nice, good guidance system. So I have my internal guidance system. I have my angels guidance system. God stops in. God's everywhere. And, you'll have the Ascended Masters come by. God's loving that. So as you move forward and you're looking at channeling, lots of rest, meditation twice a day, eating a whole food, high vibrational diet. If you're going to be channeling, you really don't want to be consuming a whole bunch of sugar and caffeine, because what will happen is your mind will be racing, and it'll make it even more difficult for you to still and quiet your mind. And if anything, maybe you try to channel before you eat, and you're just doing short bursts, short time. You're not going to practice for like an hour. You're going to practice for 5-10 minutes at a time in the beginning. So when you awaken in the morning from sleep and you're sitting there nice and quiet and your mind is nice and peaceful and quiet, you can sit with a pen and paper, but you're not focused on the pen and paper. Maybe you're not even writing it down at first. You're still, and you come into your body. I love how Lahona recommended this, how important this is. A lot of people are up here. You got to bring your attention and awareness into your body. From your heart center, you're just in your body. And you can take some deep breaths. And now you are just still. And you'll probably feel some energy start pooling and forming through your chakra areas. And you just let that pool in there. And that light will just form in through those chakras and then begin forming words. And you will maybe hear the words in your mind. And it may sound like your own internal voice at first. It most likely will. But then as you become more accustomed to that vibrational frequency of energy that is coming in and engaging and chatting with you, you will then develop a different pitch and tone. You will hear it differently. Channeling is nothing to be afraid of at all. And if you ever have any feelings that are anything other than this is like divinely who you are, this is innately who you are as a being of light and love to channel, then you call in Archangel Michael. You can call in Jesus. But I've never once felt, uncomfortable. If I feel someone's energy is, potentially coming at me as, a psychic attack or whatnot, I'm not sitting there in fear, because there's nothing to fear. But I am saying, yeah, this feels uncomfortable. I don't like this. That's the first thing you're noticing. And then you're asking your divine team to remove it and to help you shift your vibrational frequency. And then it's a reminder to me to focus on that which I wish to have in my life. So don't focus on things that are low vibrational. Okay. So as you move forward, you're creating quiet moments where you're in your body and you are observing the thoughts and words that are forming in your mind. And at first you can practice with your divine team. You don't have to have full sentences. You can just say, we practice with one word? Place one word into my mind. It will always be high vibrational, and it will always be your angels, your divine team speaking to you. And in the beginning, you'll be like, oh, did I really hear that correctly? Da, 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 da. So take away that doubt. Hand that doubt off to your team of angels and know that you are hearing correctly. One thing that really helped me is when I would ask a question, I would get a yes or a no. And then I was like, did I hear the yes or no? I'm not sure in the beginning. So I asked my angels to say yes, 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 or no, no, no. And that made it very clear for me to hear, which I'm not just hearing it, I'm seeing it. And now, granted, if you're only seeing it, that's okay. If you're only hearing it, that's okay. If you're only feeling the answer in your body as a yes, yes, in your heart chakra and your solar chakra is open, yes, or tightness pulled back, no, that's okay. That just tells me where you are, and soon the rest of your abilities and gifts will open and flourish and develop. But they're going to develop way faster when you practice. So you want to practice. And practice when you feel like it's going to be fun to do it. Like, don't be like, yeah, I have to practice channeling. Just do it when you feel like you are going to be enjoying this and it's just a fun thing to do. You can start with a deck of angel cards as well. I'm moving away from that now. So likely I'll be mailing a lot of my decks to those who have a reading with me because I won't be needing them. Okay, so God is ready to answer questions. I am asking that those of you who have been able to have your questions answered in the past, I'm asking for you to step aside to allow those who have not been able to have their questions answered to come forward. Okay. So, yeah. And so if you are someone who has a question, please type me, please. And Gwen will place you on the list. If you feel like you have had a lot of your questions answered already through live chats, please just step aside for this one so that those who are new and haven't had their questions answered, that they can come ahead. Come ahead. If you have a question, you're going to type me, please, so that Gwen can come forward and put you on the list. And then when Gwen is ready, if she could please type the first person's name. And this is beautiful because I see a lot of people here that are saying me, please. And I know I have not been able to answer any of your questions. So you can see how this is going to be really great because look at how many people. It's wonderful. You and me, Lorraine, we're coming down the pipeline. And I'm excited about it. Okay, so we're going to go with Fabiana. Go ahead with your question. It is always a learning moment. Yeah. Fabiana wants to know how she can proceed further. God's saying by being a light-filled being of light and love that you are. God says, you know what you know what this guidance means. You're well on your way. You are well on your way. Practice. 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 So it's all about practice now. It's all about the practice. Okay, so Ray, you are next. So, yeah, when somebody asks a question, we're all learning through that question and that divine guidance that's coming through. You're welcome. I love that, though. I love that. Being able to learn through others' questions, that's like the best. Okay, so I'm ready for you, Ray. Ready. How should I move forward with career and 3D? God's saying, by saying goodbye to 3D, what I'm being shown is that you're on the way to 4D right now. And with your career, God wants to remind you that you can manifest, co-create a different path, a different career, and God would love to do that with you. So write down everything that you want in your new career or your next career, and then hand it off to God to work on for you. And the most important thing is that you believe and that you trust and that you have faith that that will be coming into fruition. You can't just write it down and go, okay, it's not going to happen, and then you worry and all that. So when those worries come in, you're just handing them off to your team. So Trina, you are next. Awesome. Am I still in 3D, and what are my gifts? Trina Lee. Yes, you are in 3D. Before we get to your gifts, it is important that I begin further removing that which is no longer needed. So any low vibrational energy that needs to come up, old thought forms, old tape patterns, old memories from your past, maybe even from, you know what I'm saying. A lot of the old that is no longer needed, it's got to be coming up to the surface so that God can transmute it. God is leaning in and saying, but you also have to want to change the old way of doing things because it's no longer serving you. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to change that which is no longer needed in your life? Not only in your life, but within your being, your soul. So that's God's question to you. God would love to remove that. But again, it's a two-way street. So if you keep complaining about the same things and focusing on the same things and it becomes a part of your story, then you need to change your story. Hi, Amy, you little rascal. Love you. Okay, so Deirdre, you are next. Oh, sorry, you're on the list. Sorry, my apologies. Spella, you are next. Okay. Sherry, all you have to do is type me, please, and Gwen will put you on the list, and we're going to be off to the races. Okay, so I'm waiting for Spella. What is the lesson I must learn through the sorrow that has come, and will another spirit come into my life and family? Yes, yes, yes. The answer is yes. It's not even a matter of you wanting that. Everybody wants that, including this soul that's going to come forth into your experience. It's going to happen. Rest assured, this will come to be, this will come to pass. Divine timing. God would like to help you with the grief and the sorrow, the sadness, and healing. So God's asking you, are you willing to allow God to help you do that? Okay. God tells me you are. So it will now happen. I'm sure it's already happening, but God will just come in further. God's saying, thank you, dear one. Thank you. Okay. I've been hearing the name Malachi all the time. Is this my spirit guide? Right here. Oh my gosh. Angel? Do it with me. Is it an angel? Is it a spirit guide? Yes. He popped in over here. I was like, hi. I was laughing in my head because I was like, what are you, like, video bombing this or what? That's me. That's my name. He's cracking a joke. You know that joke? That's my name. Don't wear it out. Wear it out. Wear it out. Talk to me all the time. He's saying, thank you, Kristen. Many blessings. Many blessings. He says he's going to hang back and watch. I said, okay. He's super wonderful. Super wonderful. Deirdre, you are next. It is. You're right. See, you're channeling that info right there, aren't you? Is it an angel? No. Is it a spirit guide? Yes. Oh, he does. He's totally loves to, yeah, I totally agree. Loves to joke. Okay, Deirdre. I am ready when you are. He's super high vibe. Well, they all are, let's be honest. But I mean, like, he's super high vibe. You are so welcome. Deirdre, I'm ready for your question. Here we are. How can I have my guides talk so I can understand them? They're telling me right now that they talk with you in your body. So that's clairsentience. Also, your strongest is claircognizance. So you'll have ideas or thoughts that will pop into your head and you're not quite sure, well, that's a great idea. I wonder where that came from. Well, it came from your divine team and or God and or your higher self giving you ideas and information through claircognizance. Then you're looking at clairsentience in your body. So if you ask a question or you're moving in a certain direction with a certain so-and-so, they'll indicate to you whether it's a pulled back tight feeling or a knot in your stomach. That's an indicator. Even when you're watching material on YouTube, I'm not just watching anyone's material. I'm watching the material that my divine team is guiding me to watch, and I feel it in my body. A pulling. Wink, wink, Paul Wyrostek. So that's who I'm focusing in on. I'm focusing in on where my divine team wants me to focus in on. I'm not just watching anybody. Okay. So they talk with you in your body. So pay attention with your heart chakra and your solar chakra. Ask a question, whatever question you like to have answered, and they will answer that through these chakras. It'll be a tight back pull. Oh, that's a no. Oh, that's a yes. And then there's this, which can throw people off. But if it's like this, open, shut, yeah, you can take that path if you would like, but your angels will want you to take another path. Okay. So Denise, you are next. Yeah, I am particular about who I listen to. I'm particular about who I pay attention to, because what happens in here is really important to me. So I'm not going to just go ahead and trust and believe anything and everyone. I'm always following my internal guidance system and listening to my team. So you're going to be graduating soon, and what to know in your life path leading into healing. Ooh. I see green. I see beautiful green. Wow. I'll tell you, I see Archangel Raphael coming forward, stepping out of what looks like a green light show. I don't see that ever. Not like this. Oh, hilarious. He's laughing. He's pretending to flick his hair. Keeping it high vibe here. Cracking me up. Oof, he's zooming in right in on me here. He says he's going to be working hand in hand with you. You already know this. You already speak with him often. He's really proud of you. Keep up this great work you are doing. He's telling me that you're going to use this healing modality or whatever healing in which you are choosing through school. But you're also going to use, in conjunction with that, channeling. He's even talking about long distance healing. So there's much more yet to come. It's not going to be just one thing. Wow, you saw him on a mountain with you. How awesome is that? He's waving to you. He's right over here. And he's sending his love. He says you'll be just fine. Hold steady. You'll be just fine. He's got your hand. He's going to walk forward with you holding your hand. How beautiful is that? That's so beautiful. Wow. Wow. I just see green. So hospice care is going to be that, and you're going to be doing a few other things along with that. I almost see you like maybe sending healing energy. It's wild. It's much more than that, he says. Oh, Marianne, you little rascal. Oh my gosh. Alina. I can't believe you're on. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Everybody, if you don't know already, Alina is building a retreat, and I'm super excited to go and visit her when it's up and ready, or sooner. Super pumped. Okay, so who is next, Gwen? Sorry. Oh, you've been working with sending this healing energy, hey, Denise? That's what he tells me. How cool is that? Keep working on it, because it's what you're meant to do. How cool. Yeah, he's saying you're going to be doing that, distance healing. How awesome. I love it. Sorry, Gwen. You know, I got a little too farther down along the line here. You want to pop up who's next? Okay, Flo, you are next. I'll tell you, they are like, start the retreats, peeps. They are just start the retreats, because there's going to be so many coming, like that big wave, that big wall of people, and they're going to be coming to retreats. If there's ever a hint of what you can be doing in your future and you feel guided to do it, go in that direction. Is my path, is my path working with children. Flow. Your angels are like laughing, and they're like, you already know that answer. Oh, it's super high vibrational. They're telling me like you have this magic touch with children. They love you and you love them. They're telling me that you're a lot like Alice in the group. Alice. They consider you like a literally, you know that saying, a godsend to children on the earth? That's what they consider you. They love you and they're sending you many blessings. And don't overthink about how things will unfold into your future. Just know that it's divine timing, and everything will unfold as it is meant to, and as it is best for it to, for you, and for others. How wonderful. Boy, we should get you and Alice together. I'll work on that. Don't you worry, Flo. I'll get that sorted. Unless the angels say otherwise. No, they like that. They like that a lot. Just to converse with through Messenger. If that's all right with Alice. Okay. So we'll find out. Wow. Okay, so is Lori Lee the next person here? Lori, they're telling me that you are living your life's purpose right now. It's not something that's ahead of you or that you're reaching for. It's actually happening in your life right now. You'd like things to be moving and transpiring much quicker than they are. But again, they're saying step by step. Just know you're on the path. And that's what matters most. The fact that you're here listening to this and in this group is what matters most. That you're gleaning information from others, and you are sussing out what, I say sussing out, they're saying you are attempting to glean from others what resonates best with you. And you're picking up on information, on guidance on what's going to better you and help you. Which is a wonderful place to be, always. So I'm always paying attention. That's great, I do that with people in my life, people online, people that I watch on YouTube. Okay, Candace, you're next. I'm ready for Candace. Hi, Doris. So, always, am I just sitting there listening to everybody? No way, Jose. Even if they are my closest family and relatives, no way. And I don't mean that to insult my family. I'm just saying I'm not going to just listen to anybody. Okay. Okay, so you're finding that you're having a lot of hard things happen in your life with your family. And you like more connection. Sorry, Candace, your angels are just doing this. And so it shall be done. Expect the unexpected. Expect miracles. Expect magic in your life. What is magic? Something that you can't rationalize, something in which you cannot justify occurring, but it's wonderful. And when this occurs, you will know. You will know that this is your divine team bringing this into fruition. Why? Because you asked. Ask and ye shall receive. Ask and ye shall receive. They want me to show you something, Candace. They want me to show you my angel book. What is this book? It's a book that I write down everything that I want help with in my life right now. Right now. I don't say soon, please, or in a couple weeks. I'm like, right now. So I write down everything in here, and then I'm like, and then my team of angels has something to do. So I keep them busy. Keep your angels busy, guys. They want you to keep them busy. So you're going to write down everything in that book. Everything. Even I'm having issues with these family members. Please help to resolve this, please. And they will get busy doing that. How do the angels resolve issues between you and other people? How they show it to me is, you ask for it, your free will consent, then your angels get over and start working with that person's team of angels. And then they soften hearts. They soften, minds in helping remove anger, not remove it, but, settle things down. Helping, claircognizantly for people to see things differently. Highly recommend. So we're doing Marquetta. You are next. Oh yeah, I'll tell you. This is a beauty. This is a beauty. If you're not writing down specifically what you want help with in your life from your team of angels, get going, guys. And have them prove it to you. Like, bring it on. Show me. Show me what you can do. They'll show you. Will my clairaudience improve, or any message that I should hear for Marquetta? God's still here, but it's like the rotation of the angels are coming in. Yours is over here on my left. How do I know your angel's on my left? Because I feel this energetic pull off the side of my energy, right into my eyeball. Your male guardian angel is saying, thank you, Kristen. It is an honor to be able to communicate through you to Marquetta in the way of clairaudience, by way of forming thoughts into your mind in order for you to copy what I am saying. This is what clairaudience is, also known as telepathy. He wants me to point to our ear chakras, which are right here. He wants you to pay attention to this area in the future. A lot of pressure, maybe swirling, and then they'll connect to here, and they're going to begin, again, it's ask and ye shall receive, he's saying. So if this is what you would like more help with, then they will get, they'll get a cracking. He's joking, because I always say that. Get a crack-a-lackin'. This isn't something that you have to try to make happen. This is something that will just begin happening easily and effortlessly. The way in which you will pay attention to clairaudience is by stilling your mind. So here's me talking now, okay? How I'm hearing your angel is by completely stilling my mind. There's no thought in here because I need to just daydream essentially in order to hear the words that he's placing into my mind. And that builds and grows as you practice, and it gets louder and it becomes more and more distinct over time. Thank you, Kristen. It is an honor to be able to chat with Marquetta through you upon this day. Amen. Amen. Love it. Carol, let's do it. Lorraine, I'm getting that before you move, there's a few things that have to happen. A few steps need to take place before you can actually move. So you and I are going to be meeting again. Oh yeah, Marquetta. I'll tell you right now, if your mind is too busy and active, then good luck. Not saying it can't happen, just saying that in the beginning it's best to hand off your monkey mind to your angels. Da, 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 da. Okay, angels, take this. Okay, low vibrational thoughts, take this. Hand it off. And then what happens is they will make this much more calm and clear and free. And then you will practice hearing them when you awaken from sleep or you're coming out of meditation. And you can write it down or just listen. Yeah, so we'll talk more about that coming up, Lorraine. But there's things that need to transpire first before you move. I feel so close, to a breakthrough. What is the main area to focus on? Thank you. You are close to breaking through. God's saying that. Cool. That close. well, this is what God's saying. I'm not saying this, and that I leave it up to you. But God's saying it would be really good for you to have one practice session with me, because I can then like show you what to look for, how to do it, and then I'll film it so that you can look back on it and practice. God says you'll only need one, because you're that close. But I leave that in your hands. Yes, that makes sense. So as you're about to fall asleep or you're waking up, when your mind is nice and quiet, that's when you'll be able to hear them. Maggie, you're next. Oh, the comments I'm reading. You guys are cracking me up. I love it. Okay. Who doesn't want to communicate with your angels all the time? It's like you're listening to high vibrational beings of light and love, and all they care about is just our well-being and loving us and helping us. I'm like, it's just honestly, it's the best gift in the world, and we're all moving in this direction because the veil is thinning and almost gone anyway. So best to move now in that direction so you know what's what when it happens. Okay, Maggie would like to know any message that comes through. Okay. Blottoed right in here, right through my third eye, Maggie, your guardian angel. Whammo. Male guardian angel, so that tells me it's your get-going angel, the one that's going to help you fulfill your life's purpose here on Earth. Is that what's on your mind, Maggie? Because he's the one coming forward. It's not the female one. It's your get-going angel who's coming in. He said, yes, it is. He says, he says it's an honor to be the one stepping forward, to be able to communicate through me to you on behalf of your entire team of angels. He would like to relay how many angels you have. 8. That's great. Okay, so you have 8 angels. 2 of them are your guardian angels. He's clapping, he's smiling, and he's looking over his shoulder at everybody else. They're just super happy to get through to you. Oh, it's like a little party over there, Makey. Okay. All right, he's like, all right, settle down, everybody. Now he's coming in like serious. He's saying, what's important is that you know you are on the right path. He's like, practice. He wants you to be able to communicate with them and to channel their guidance and to chat back and forth with them. Have communication, telepathy, whatever you want to call it, communication. And he's eager to be able to get this ball rolling. Let's do it, he says. Come on. Like, he's like, come, let's get this going. He says that you want it too. You want to be able to not only use your own discernment, but see, I'm going like this with my eyes because he's spelling it out in my head. So I'm like reading it. I'm reading it. Discernment, your own discernment. You want more than that. You want more than just your own internal guidance system in life. You want to be able to connect with your divine team who are waiting to help you. They help you anyways. But they would love a two-way street, open communication with you. Awesome. You do want that. So let's make it happen, he says. Practice. Stilling your mind, just like Kristen is doing right now, and picking up on each word that I will be placing into your mind. It is just this easy. He wants me to point at myself. It is just this easy. Many blessings of love to you. He's calling you a light-filled being. And there are many in your life that need your service of light. So let's get the ball rolling, shall we? And begin channeling divine guidance and communication from your team of angels. Amen. He's thanking me. Wonderful. Wonderful energy you have there with that angel, I'll tell you that. Woohoo! Sherry, what is your question? You're welcome. Isn't it beautiful? It is just wonderful. It's super high vibrational, and you get to talk with them and access their guidance all the time. I'm like, it's just honestly the best thing ever. I just love it. Okay, Sherry, if you're there, any message? It's a repeat. Hand off all worry and low vibrational thoughts to us now. Do it right now. I can see them sussing your energy right now, and they're waiting for you to hand off any worry or fear. They're saying, there we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. More. I'm literally hearing them say this to you. More. Hand off another one. They're waiting and I'm waiting. Hand off another one. There we go. Us angels want you to practice continuing handing off each of these low vibrational thoughts of worry and fear to us. Keep handing them off. As you're handing those off, I feel your energy is starting to lift. And it feels so good. Like you're breaking the surface towards the sunlight. And like I can feel you. You're focused on breaking out of this. But it's going to be happening by way of you handing off these low vibrational thoughts and feelings and emotions and worry to your angels. This is what your angels are telling you. You need to practice handing off this worry to them so that they can transmute each of these thoughts, which thought forms are energy, and they're going to take that energy and they're going to transmute it into the white light. And they're going to keep doing that. It's not about what is happening to you. It's about how you choose to process it in your mind. So whatever is happening in your life, be in a place of allowing, they're saying, and then hand off any issues, hand off the issues themselves and the worry about the issues, if that makes sense. Okay, Susan. I really think on this path with Archangel Raphael, I could see you writing a book. Can you imagine? My Journeys with Archangel Raphael. I'd buy that book right now, except that I feel like I have, honestly, my own journeys every day. They keep me busy. They keep me real busy. Okay, Susan. Oh, Susan. Susan, do you feel anybody coming up behind your back? Does it feel like a golden ray of sunlight on your back? Pure love. You just drench that in. Who is it, Susan? It's Jesus. The soul of Jesus. Oh, it feels so good. I could just sit here in this energy for hours, days. He says, I love you, Susan. This is but the beginning. This is but the beginning. He's showing me your future or down the road. All smooth. He's saying it's all smooth sails. I feel like things are going to lift and be much more high vibrational. But it all starts with you. What you choose to think. It all starts with you. And what feelings you choose to house within your body. Free will. Here's the thing about free will. I can go and relay guidance to somebody, but if you turn off the track and head down a totally different path, that's their free will consent choice here on earth. So free will, I always say, it reigns. Free will of anyone. But Jesus is like, I'm not going to let Susan do that. He's saying it in a loving, direct way, Susan. He's not saying it in a controlling way at all. You and him made an arrangement, an agreement before your soul came forth into this experience in order to experience these things in which you have been experiencing. Remember that. And all contrasts and hardship is chosen in order to learn and grow from. He's saying something to me that I always say. If my soul came to a planet and it was all coming up roses, it was so easy and beautiful and blissful, and all I did was sit back and enjoy it the whole time, I might as well be in heaven. So obviously my soul is up for the challenge and ready for some contrast if it's coming to earth. Although some people on earth, they never really experience much contrast. I'm like, they're just there to be a wonderful neighbor, or they're there to be a great friend to people. Their health is always perfect and they're having a great time. I'm like, good for you. I'm a little jealous some days. But in the end, when it's all done and said, we chose this, so... Hand off that to Jesus, Susan. Say, this is, okay, here's a practice. Here's a practice. Sit back. Deep breath. Jesus, I'm having some really hard times keeping positive right now. I'm really getting rocked right now. My emotional state, my thoughts are dragging me down. And I need to hand these off to you right now. And then you're going to start listing each one and you're going to hand them off to Jesus or your angels. I'm worried about my health. I'm worried about money. I'm worried about, certain people in my life. And you start handing these off to him. Let him carry the weight. Because right now, you need to get some weight off of your shoulders. Anything you want to add to that? I'm asking Jesus here. No, he's ready to take it. He wants to take it from you. He wants you to ask yourself why you continue to create self-sabotage for yourself. Why do you put yourself through it? That's what he's putting back on you. You know the path. You've been guided on the path, and yet you continue with this. Hand it off to me. He's just saying that you really needed to hear that. Okay. Okay, I apologize if I say your name incorrectly. So Oh boy, the gatery. Oh, I'm terrible. So we're looking for a message for or from Archangel Michael, and you're feeling broken right now. He's telling me this is but temporary. Always remember, no matter what happens in your life, no matter how hard things get, that it is but temporary. He's showing me light piercing through like a dark cloud, and it's coming straight down, and it's coming straight through the top of your head, gently and lovingly. He says he wants to pierce the darkness that is surrounding you to help you. Are you willing to have that occur? He needs your free will consent to come through and to remove that which is no longer needed in your life. All pain, all the hurt. You're carrying a lot. He's asking, please, would you allow me to come and move into your home? So now I'm going to explain why he's asking that. Because he is going to then get to work. He's going to live in your home. He'll be off to the corner. He's over there by my water cooler. He's always with me. No matter when I leave the home or I come back, he's always with me. And then he puts up an energetic barrier around your home so you're not taking on the world's energies. Highly recommend asking Archangel Michael to move into your home. The other thing that happens is if you have people that come and visit you in your home and they have low vibrational energy with them, they're not allowed to enter your home. That energy is not allowed to enter your home. And he will get busy cutting low vibrational esoteric cords, attachments to other people that are draining you or influencing you, removing and detaching low vibrational energy, vacuuming, clearing the home itself as well, and all of the inhabitants in the home. Even the animals. He's saying even the animals. He's showing me a little dog. Fascinating. Little doggy. I love little doggies. I love doggies, period. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so you definitely need Archangel Michael to move into your home. And then any issues you're having with anyone, okay, you're just going to hand it off to him so that he can get busy resolving it. The how isn't up to us. The asking is up to us. The how is up to him. Yeah, me too. I love dogs too. I love a dog. He's showing me this dog with you again. And he's laughing. Fascinating. You think about them all the time. Okay. Maybe that's... Yeah, because animals just lift our spirits. Oh. Not right now, Inger. I'm just about going to be finished here. I'm even like 15 minutes over. So I'm just going to wrap this up literally in the next 3 minutes. But if you'd like to post your question on the group wall. Okay. Archangel Michael saying, don't let others run your show. That's my saying. He's stealing it. Don't let others run your show. Listen to what they have to say. Feel if it's in alignment with you or not. He's saying it's not in alignment with you. And you've known that for a long time. But you've just chosen to ignore it. He's showing you walking, like walking away. That's what he wants you to do. He wants you to walk away. Oh, my battery's starting to get low here. Okay. Well, 2 years is too long, my good woman. It's just too long. 2 years, no way. Time to turn that around. No way. 2 years? No. That's me. What do you say? He's saying to you that he's asking you, he's putting it on you again. Why do you choose to self-sabotage yourself? You are choosing these thoughts. You are choosing these people in your life. You are making these choices. He wants you to, instead of looking outside yourself, he wants you to turn and look within yourself. Self-love, self-care. Practice looking in the mirror, look at yourself in the eyes and say, I love you. I still practice once in a while just to make sure that it is the way that I know and I feel it is. I do love myself. I love myself. Too long. And so now for the remainder of your journey here on earth, you're going to turn that around so that you are walking in a brilliant path where you are just loving life and flourishing and enjoying yourself. And you have all these high vibrational people in your life that treat you like gold. That's what Archangel Michael wants for you. You know what he's saying right now? Yes, yes, yes. He's saying it like that. He wants that for you. He says now you have to want that for you. And stop sabotaging yourself. Sorry, I got a little heated there, but I'm just copying what I'm getting. Good. Walk away. He hears you. Okay, so we're at the end of the list, and I'm getting a little sweepy. I've just tapped into, I don't know how many angels, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Jesus, and God, all within an hour. So I'm sending you all my love. And if you are just coming in late on this, go and watch it from the beginning. Anything else? Here we go. Michael's heated, so we're going. Last words from Archangel Michael. You are all the creators of your experience. You are all divine creators. You are all divine beings of light and love. You are all sparks of light and love. You are all sparks of the Creator, the sparks of God. See yourselves that way and take nothing less than that. Many blessings of light and love to you. He's saying, I am Archangel Michael, and I am here at your service always. Now he's tipping his hat off to you. Amen. Love you.